Hello everyone, welcome to Michael's Vlog, where I talk about things that I think are interesting to discuss or that I think are important to discuss. In this particular video, I'm going to be talking about a teething gel, and the reason that I'm talking about a teething gel is because I came across a teething gel for my son, and I think it's very important that you evaluate what is in that product to ensure that it is safe and not to just depend on the marketing that is on the front of the package. In this case, I'm going to be evaluating a Xylogel, which is a product from the Philippines. Now keep in mind, I will also evaluate products from the US if I'm able to access those products, but currently I'm located in the Philippines, so I'm going to have a limited access to products located in the US. But nonetheless, make sure that you evaluate the ingredients that are listed in the product. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Xylogel. So you can see here on the front of the package, they have a kid on the front. He looks to be really happy. It also says natural teething oral gel, and it says bubblegum flavor. So let's talk a bit about the front of this package first off. On the front of the package, it says natural teething gel, but it also mentions bubblegum flavor. Well, last time I checked, when you have a flavored item, that usually means it's not natural. So that right there makes me question if it's a natural teething gel right off the bat. Okay? But that's not even the part that I'm really so much disappointed with. I'm more so disappointed with the fact that, this teething gel is supposed to be for children, and I don't believe it to be safe based on the information that I researched. If you find something different, please let me know. But also keep in mind, I'm not trying to pick on Xylogel. I believe a lot of companies are doing this. They would make you to believe that the product is safe for your children, but then when you start to read what's in it, it blows your mind. It makes you very disappointed. So let's go ahead and take a look at what is actually in this product. So in this case, I'm going to use my tablet, and I'm going to look at my notes that I wrote on there and just basically go through everything that I was able to find. So for the first ingredient, purified water, I'm not really going to make a big deal about purified water. I'm sure you could probably find something about it, but in general, purified water should be relatively safe. And also keep in mind, the order in which the ingredients are listed is listed based on what's the biggest concentration. Typically, that is how it has to be listed, okay? Assuming that holds true, keep that in mind as I read through the different ingredients. So for the next ingredient, they have glycerin. And what I was able to find on glycerin is it's supposed to be sweet tasting. And also it's used in cosmetic products to help retain moisture to your skin. So I'm assuming there's a reason that they want to retain moisture to maybe your baby's teeth. Not exactly sure how that applies, but that is my assumption. Wasn't able to find any severe negative impacts on that as well. If you did, please let me know. For the third ingredient though, that we have to pay attention to, and that's xylitol. It's a alcohol sugar. I'm not sure if I pronounced it right, but it's spelled as Xylitol, and it's a sugar alcohol used as a sweetener. The problems that I was able to find with that is, one, it can cause diarrhea, it can cause blood sugar problems, and it can cause tumors. The last one is the biggest one for me, and that's an absolute no-no. I don't want to give my child any product that could potentially cause tumors. So you have to keep that in mind. That particular ingredient has the potential to possibly cause that. And also you're dealing with a child, so the concentration levels for a child is going to be much greater in terms of, the effect compared to an adult. Okay, and also this is the third ingredient listed on there. So it's the third most concentrated ingredient in the product. Moving on. Let's talk about carboxymethylcellulose. It says that that's supposed to be used to relieve irritated eyes. I'm assuming that there's a direct correlation to relieving irritated teeth. So maybe that is why they included it. I don't really see any side effects that are connected with that ingredient. So let's move to the next one. Sodium benzoate. Now, sodium benzoate in itself is not a problem from what I was able to find. The problem is that if it's mixed with any vitamin C, it will form benzene, and benzene is known as a carcinogen. So why is that a problem? Well, just about every food you probably eat that you can find has some type of vitamin C in it. A lot of it. Not saying that all foods have vitamin C, but there's a whole list of ingredients I'm sorry, there's a whole list of different foods out there with vitamin C in it. And there's also situations where they add vitamin C in as ascorbic acid. So, even if it doesn't have it in it, what if it's added into the food product you're giving to your child? So you forming benzene just about no matter what you do. I don't know how you can avoid vitamin C, you know. So keep that in mind. You probably don't want your child to be messing with this gel, considering the fact that it forms benzene, a known carcinogen. I don't want to give my child cancer. Moving on. It has potassium sorbate. Oh, and before I actually say anything about the potassium sorbate, keep in mind the sodium benzoate is used to preserve the gel and prevent molding. Okay, so it's not really necessarily there to benefit your child. It's there just to preserve the product, and I'm assuming to increase profits. Moving on. Potassium sorbate, also known as E2O2. It says it prevents mold growth, again, preserving the product. But the side effect potential is nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, and nutritional deficiencies. And that nutritional deficiencies is a huge one. It's basically saying that it can actually prevent your child from absorbing nutrition. So now we're talking about nutritional deficiencies, we're talking about potential tumors, we're talking about cancers, we're talking about the whole enchilada. These are a host of problems that need to be addressed. So let's go ahead and talk a bit about the last two ingredients on this list. Potassium acesulfame. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm not going to even really try that hard. But maybe if you want to look the ingredient up, maybe I'll leave a link in this description, or the word typed up in the description or in the comment section on this video. But for this last ingredient, it says it's 200 times sweeter than table sugar. So I'm assuming that the purpose of this is to make your child have a happy experience with this Xylogel. It says that it's an artificial sweetener, so that throws out the door the whole natural teething gel idea that they put on the front of the package. I'm showing you guys this stuff because I want you to open your eyes. Okay, I know if I walk you through this and show you, you're gonna pay attention. But if I tell an individual, hey, you need to pay attention to what you putting in your child body and your body too. If I just tell you, you're just gonna go on about your day. But if I actually show you and bring you through the experience, you will understand how serious this is and why people are getting sick. Okay, moving on. It says it has methylene chloride, a known carcinogen. We're seeing a common theme here of carcinogens. And if you think this is just in gels, you better check your food shelves and start asking yourself, is there carcinogens in your food? Because you're going to be surprised, very surprised. But you need to pay attention to what you are eating and what you are putting in your body and your children's body as well. It says also causes headaches, depression, nausea, confusion, liver effects, kidney effects, visual disturbances. If you still feel confident about this product with those potential side effects, I don't know what else I can say to you. But I'm going to continue with making videos like this in the future. It may not be all of my videos from my vlog, but from here on, you will see some future videos talking about products and dealing with what is in those products and helping you to open your eyes and see that you need to value yourself. That's most important, enough to take the time out to make sure you're treating your body with respect and with the proper responsibility. Not just responsibility to yourself, but responsibility to your child as well, and making sure that they get the best health possible. The last ingredient is bubblegum flavor. And to the best of my knowledge, whenever you use the term flavor when listing an ingredient, it means that it is not a natural occurring ingredient. I wasn't able to find any information on it in terms of side effects, so I can't really comment on that. But hopefully this video was helpful in helping you understand the importance of evaluating what you put in your child's body, and hopefully you will not be putting Xylogel in your child's teeth. And maybe in the future I'll try to make a video on how to make a teething gel. I don't know how to make one. Maybe we can make one at home and make it a bit safer. My recommendation to you, at least in the short run, is to buy like one of those rubber toys or whatever you want to call it that they can bite on as a teething option that's BPA free, you know, and doesn't have any other side effects, I think that's a better choice because at least they're not swallowing the ingredients. And I don't think it has any ingredients on the little plastic or rubbery thing that they can bite on. We have like a giraffe one. I don't actually have it next to me, so I can't show it to you. Maybe in another video, if you're interested, I can show you what it looks like. But they can bite on that and teeth without swallowing any potential harmful chemicals. So I hope this video was helpful, and if it was, definitely make sure you embed, comment, share, and subscribe. Leave a thumbs up, and stay tuned for future videos.